Hello, it's Susan here. Welcome back to my channel. I am the Portland makeup girl. I create content all about loving yourself and makeup and everything else in between. And today I want to show you guys how I make thumbnails and how you can make thumbnails at home for any video that you create. I think it's one of those things that really sets people apart from other people that have fantastic thumbnails. To just like throwing a picture up is so easy. So I want to show you guys how to make really nice classic ones that draw you in and make people want to click your video faster. So if you want to see how I create those with just an iPhone, totally free, here's the timestamp. And if you want to see how I personally create my thumbnails using my Mac laptop, then here is a timestamp for that. Let's get started. For both versions of the free version and the version that I create with my laptop, I always start out with, during my recording, either before I make my video or after, I try to pause my video like I'm taking a picture almost, but just kind of pause for a second, and then I'll go through and screenshot those. So that's what I would recommend doing. I think it looks the nicest. I think it kind of ties your video in with your thumbnail. A lot of people just kind of pick a random picture and put that as their thumbnail, which you could totally do, but this is my video. So what I always recommend is either positioning yourself on either the right side of the screen or the left side of the screen. You can put your hand up to kind of show where your words are going to go. You can just kind of be off to the side a little bit. So I probably, like, for a thumbnail for this video, which I think is what we're making, let's pause for that. Just make sure that you do several different poses, because when you're editing, there's nothing worse than not having enough content and being like, oh, I don't like that, but you're already like in the editing phase. So it's kind of like annoying to like go back through and like re-record stuff. So highly recommend, while you're filming your videos, just go ahead and post your thumbnails, make it easy, go through and screenshot. So now let's go through and I'll show you two different ways that are super easy for you to edit your thumbnails. All right, so I have my photo in my editing app and I've already screenshotted it. So now I am just editing out the parts that I don't want in my thumbnail. I am ensuring that it is the right size still, which is 1280 by 720. Now I'm just going into any kind of photo editing app and just making sure I have the best quality image that I can have. So make sure you're adjusting your brightness and your contrast and all of that kind of fun behind the scene things that make a photo really appealing to the eye. And I know it kind of seems silly, but make sure you're going in and really diving into the unique details of your photos. If your eyes are something that are in the photo, make sure you're editing them so that they're a focal point. Yeah, that's just something that I've noticed in a lot more high quality thumbnail. All right, next we're going to be using like literally the holy grail of easy photo editing apps. It's called Phonto. Super easy to add layers and all that kind of stuff. My only complaint is that it doesn't offer as many editing things as my computer software does, but just for the basic, like, easy professional thumbnail, I think this does a super, super good job. So as you can see, I'm kind of just going through and kind of just playing with things. I think it's really, really important that you figure out your own aesthetic. Mine is definitely circles with really dainty writing, and if you look at all of my videos, you'll see that they all kind of have the same aesthetic. So figure out what your aesthetic is and keep it the same through all your thumbnails, so that way it just looks really nice. Something I don't love about this is it doesn't have any as many fonts, but what's really great is you can add fonts on here, which I never have done. But yeah, so you can kind of see how I'm just playing with the lettering now, and I didn't like how white it seemed, and I wanted it to be more kind of like longer looking, if you will. So I'm just kind of messing around with that, which I would definitely recommend that you do. All right, so next I headed to Google, and I'm trying to find some transparent images that I can layer on to my thumbnail. I can tell by all of these that none of them are translucent, so it looks like I'm gonna have to edit a photo to be translucent, which I'm gonna show you how to do. I'll show you later in the video how to actually find a translucent photo, but now I'm going on to Pics Art, and we are going to create our own. So just basically upload your photo that you want to be a translucent background, and then click cut out, and you kind of just basically just draw all over the photo. And I just made this super fast because, like, who wants to see me drawing this? It's literally so bad, you guys, but it's going to be a teeny image, and I'm not going to use it on my actual thumbnail, so I'm not too embarrassed by it. But I get super, super precise and into this kind of stuff, so I could do this like literally all day. I love this kind of stuff. But you're basically just drawing on the image, and then this app just cuts out all of the background, which if you make a lot of thumbnails, this is something that's like really, really cool. I'm sure there's so many apps out there that are easier than this one, but this is just the one that I've used over the last year or so, and I really, really enjoy it. So now we're going back over to Phonto. Now that we have our image, we're going to click add image, not to add item. Excuse my selfies, but we are going to add our image. And look at that. We have a little translucent apple, just like magic. So now I'm just kind of playing around with where I want it, which you will see I will be doing a lot in this entire video. I think it's a certain art to finding the right placement for everything. Next, I wanted an iPhone, so I'm doing the same thing in the Pics Art app. This one was a lot easier because there's an outline to the image, which just makes it so much easier. But this is actually like secretly like one of my favorite things to do. It's like so fun, so satisfying once you have like the perfect image, and just like so fun. All right, next we're heading back over to Phonto to add the image that we just created. And look at that, another translucent photo. Looks really easy, right? Who knew that we just spent like probably 20 minutes on making that? Yeah, that's the fun of thumbnails. Next, I really wanted an easy stamp. This photo that I'm about to show you, you can tell it is actually translucent because there's no check marks behind it until you click on the actual image. So on Google, it should just be like a plain white photo, and then when you select it, you'll see that it has has the check marks on it. So this one I can just add straight to my photo because I already know that it's going to be translucent. And the fun thing about apps when you're editing photos is if you set an item down on something, you can accidentally move everything, which is what I've done a lot. So yeah, now I'm just kind of making my own little easy stamp and just messing with the sizing and all that kind of stuff. All right, next we are moving to my preferred method on how I currently make my thumbnails. I use the app Canva, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. I do subscribe to it monthly because I do use it to edit my stuff for my blog, for my Instagram, all that kind of stuff. I'm just going through and uploading all of our photos that we've already edited and just kind of going through and doing the same thing basically. But what I really love about this app is you can put in your own color codes, your own fonts, and really build your own brand. It also has a lot of photos and all that kind of stuff that you can use. You can also edit the line space and just literally anything that you can think of that you would want to edit, you can edit on here. And you can also edit like the transparency of anything. You can edit the position of anything. So say I just like wanted that to be in the very back, I could just click position and just easily move it to the background, which I think is really cool. So you'll kind of just see me play around with a lot of things on here. Another thing that's really super awesome about this app is I didn't have to use my apple that I edited. I just found another apple on there and I used that one. About here is where I noticed that I didn't like the coloring pink of the circle because I feel like it was kind of competing with the white that's on the phone. So I just made them both white. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below what you want to see next. I really want to create videos that you really want to see. I'm a really open person. I'm open to creating any kind of content out there. I like new things. I like a lot of things. So just comment below what you want to see and I would love to do that. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful at all, and go ahead and subscribe because I put out new videos Tuesdays and Thursdays and I'm 100% committed to keeping this up. So just comment below what you want to see. I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a great day.